Welcome to another episode of Hair Biz Radio with your host Zakira and
Mikey.
And
who else?
Oh,
you wanted my new intro?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do the new intro.
See, my intro got vetoed, guys. Like I had this new intro. It was like like that. But they were like, you can't do that. You can't. I was like, this is our damn podcast. We can do whatever we want. What are we going to get? Like, what are we not going to get a sponsor? We don't even have a damn sponsor. It doesn't even matter. Like, so that's my new intro. Everybody likes it.
That's so funny. Okay. So what's been going on, Mikey? How's the week been? Aren't you just getting back in town? What?
Yeah, I did a little work. I did a little, here. I get a lot of stuff done here, but I think sometimes when you have a project and you're like, okay, I have to get this project done, sometimes you have to take yourself out of your element. So we got a place over in Hilton Head, which is, Hilton Head's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I haven't really stayed there in a long time. So we got like a sick place in Hilton Head because I haven't traveled anything personal for over a year. And
not like you.
Very unlike me, but could take COVID seriously.
Yeah.
And I literally sat there. I had the nice beach view. It was a little bit cold, so I couldn't really have the door open too much. And I did a lot of recording for my masterclass, which obviously we'll talk about today.
Masterclass.
But the time of recording this, we're right in the middle of El Tax season.
Oh, yeah.
And
so it's been really busy, has it?
Yeah, yesterday we set our showroom sales record in Atlanta.
Woo!
We were close.
Let's get those hand claps.
Yeah, what's up? Atlanta is showing the support. So that was really good. Detroit's doing really well. Charlotte's getting in there. Greenville steady. And we launched the scholarship.
Nice.
So,
yeah, talk about the scholarship.
So the private label diversity in cosmetology scholarship. It is once again another thing that we're doing. So if you don't know, a lot of people know we give away a laptop in our Facebook group every week. We give a new laptop away to help a Black entrepreneur with their business get started, because we know so many people are trying to manage their business from the mobile phone. So I said, as we can continue to grow, we're going to continue to give back to the community. And, I was looking for the way to do a scholarship program. So I figured it out. And so it's pretty cool. So we did the first scholarship. It's private label put in $2,500. I put in $500 personally. And then we have some other people already donated to it, so you can donate to it. And the goal is to help, Black African-American hairstylists get through the process of cosmetology. It's expensive.
It is expensive. I'm like shoot, it's not like exactly like college tuition, but it's somewhere. It's a
clip.
Yeah, it's an investment.
It's an investment. It's important, and obviously you have to have it.
Correct.
But so we want to do what we can to help, start changing a life one at a time. And this is something quarterly. So it's going to grow quarterly. And as we continue to grow as a company, we can continue to grow that amount of the scholarship. Or not only that, is maybe have it 2 people could get it quarterly, something like that. I think it's just real important to continue to give back. It's just, always has been part of what we do. It's just, you have to always, I always say is, you have to sometimes wait. So like in my book, quick book plug, in my book, I even talk about it like when you're starting out, don't help anybody. Like you need to help yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you really want to help people and you have that as part of your mission, when you're too small, you're going to spend all your time trying to help someone and it's going to have like zero effect. You have to wait till you at least grow for a while, have a solid foundation, and then you can start giving a lot more.
Yeah. I will say that in addition to what you said, I think that if you do want to help people, because some people just have that innate spirit of being service, people. So if you do help people in the beginning, you have to create boundaries and set the boundaries for yourself, where it's like, okay, I can only spend this amount of time a week on when I'm going to help somebody else with their business, because I still have to grow mine. But private label isn't new to doing service work. Ever since private label started, like that's something that we've always done. If you remember the breast cancer, what was it? The makeover, breast cancer awareness makeover. And we did that, I think maybe 2 or so years in a row. Donated for prom makeovers. So the prom was great. It was really good. The girls loved that, like the hair, the lashes, the stylist, the makeup artist. We did that maybe 3 years in a row, 2 or 3 years in a row. Yep. So private label isn't new to community service, but I love the fact that you took an idea and ran with it. People literally look for money to go to school, whether that's, college or creative school, whatever it is. So that's really great.
Yeah, I think everyone was kind of surprised because I don't think I even told anybody I was doing it. And it's kind of like everyone showed up, and then we have that internal messaging system, Basecamp, we use. And it's like, hey, guys, we have a scholarship program now. And people are like, wait, what? Private label's got a scholarship. And they see it and wow, this is legit. And I sent it to Angela, and Angela was real excited about it. And she has some ideas of like, as we go into different cities, what we can do in those cities to help contribute to the city and to the neighborhood and everything else. So we have some ideas we've been talking about. We're still very focused on getting Detroit up and running, at least breaking even. We invested a lot in getting that store open.
Very pretty.
It's beautiful. Like, that is a beautiful store. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it's right on 8 Mile. And, I just actually had a meeting today with the staff about customer experience, like when people are coming in our showrooms, and it has to be consistent through all the stores. And I generally talk about, and I was talking about it with Dallas, about like, I think a lot of our customer base goes into a hair store, or just goes to a store in general. And I honestly don't think they get treated well. They're spending their hard-earned money. How we have to continually up the game for that customer service. When you walk in, it's beautiful. You feel like, wow, like this is amazing.
Yeah.
So we're working on that, and I think that's going really, really well. We got that new mirror in the showroom. Have you seen the mirror?
I saw it on maybe Instagram, but I didn't see it in
that
person
new
yet.
mirror. So we have it in Detroit. We have the mirror here. And this is like a 7 foot tall, 6 foot wide something mirror. It's huge, dramatic. We have one showing up in Charlotte soon.
You cut the walls out or you knocked the walls down from in the showroom here, right?
Yeah, so we knocked down the wall to make the showroom here bigger. And because, we had like a conference room here. And the idea was people could come and get a consult on starting their hair business. Well, it's this tiny little conference room in the showroom, and we have a year of COVID and more COVID.
Yeah.
Who the heck wants to be in a small room with somebody? No one. So I'm like, screw this. And the showroom's just so busy. So let's get some more space. And I mean, the customers have been saying they love it.
Yeah, I got to go check the mirror out.
Yeah. So it's about creating that experience. Like, you walk into Detroit and you're just like, holy cow, this is nice.
Yeah. And that's what it's about, creating the experience for your customer. I know sometimes a lot of people will go to a place just because the service is great. Like, the product may be not so great, still, workable, but because the service is so good, they're continuously going back.
But our goal is to obviously have great
product and great service.
Yeah. So
Private label has great product and great service.
Yeah, so it's that roundabout that I think is just that winning combination.
Yeah.
Right. Especially, most of our clients are hairstylists, and other people are coming in. They're coming in every day.
Yeah.
You don't want to go somewhere that sucks every day. Even though you do need the product, and the pricing, everything's great. It's like, it's just painful to go to that place that sucks.
Yeah.
So, we've been really, really focused on that and getting feedback. And obviously we launched cosmetics. So going through that, I mean, it's just, it's nonstop, Zakira.
Mikey been on it.
It's nonstop.
In addition to that, so who goes on vacation and comes back with literally a whole course class of people? Who does that?
Well, look, we have our Facebook group, right? It's now, at the time of recording, it's funny, I just listened to an old podcast, and it was like, I was all hyped up because I was like, we have 12,000 people in the group. Well, now we're at 36,000, and the group is amazing, and I love the group, and we try to help as much as possible. But the problem with Facebook is a huge distraction. So I wanted to create a masterclass that is off of Facebook, that is organized but fluid, right? That it has like different sections and what I call committees, and I have workshops and all this stuff. I found the perfect platform. It has a mobile app now, so it's like you can scroll through the feed. I just think the experience is so amazing. And we launched it. We had 24 hours. We had, over 100 people came in the group. And I know for a fact people that are doing the steps that I put in there, literally it's a blueprint to success in the hair industry. If they follow these steps, everyone's going to reach a different level of success in their life, but they're definitely on the right path.
Yeah. I think that the masterclass is so important because it separates the people who are interested in starting a hair business and the people who are committed to it. So anything that you do, you have to learn. You have to get the knowledge. Like before you start a hair business, you had to research, you had to talk to people, you had to figure out, you had to do more research, and you had to learn so much about the hair business. Now you're like a pro and it's a booming business for you. So it's the same thing with people who are looking to start their hair business or who have been in it for so long. It's time to start investing in what you already invested in the beginning, and that's like more knowledge. So I think the masterclass is important for people who are ready to take that next step and who are saying, I'm committed to, growing my hair business. I want to do whatever it takes. I want to learn, and you're literally in the right place.
Yeah, because I think it's key to have like a no-fluff kind of environment.
There's so many webinars and teachings and books that are like literally all fluff. One of my friends, his name is CEO Matty J. He always says all bars, no fluff. Like every time he does like a webinar or something. And that's so true because it's like, who wants to sit on a webinar and just listen to you talk about things I could literally Google and it'll be the first thing that comes up?
Post more on social media.
Yeah, well, I know that, but what should I post? How should I do it? Like what hashtags? Like what are people looking for? Like, kind of.
What's the data behind it? Which is what like real companies do to kind of find out this information. And, I just actually launched it yesterday. What was actually cool is I was surprised I got the domain. I was somewhat surprised, somewhat not, because it's so hard to get domain names. So I have hairbusinessmasterclass.com, and it's kind of going in line with my book, which is Hair Business Blueprint.
Yep.
Right. So the Blueprint website's going to link over, and I had a pretty cool launch strategy with it. So that part was kind of neat and fun because I haven't launched something for, a whole new platform or website. It's been maybe a little bit. Yeah. So it's been a little bit. And so that part was fun. And I think the expert panel, so obviously we recorded last week and we did the expert panel. The expert panels I'm so excited about. Yeah. Because think about the Facebook group, right? And it's like people are like, well, the masterclass, how am I building it? It's based off of 7-8 years of running a Facebook group with, it's the largest Facebook group about starting a hair business. It's a lot of the feedback questions. So like expert panel. So I had you, ours was awesome. The feedback was amazing. Everyone's like, I'm watching this twice. And the way I have it segmented out, it's so smart the way we did it. I can't believe we did it the first time. But
they were great questions and stuff that we haven't necessarily talked about in an extensive level.
And it's somewhat better to have it in a private area too, to be able to talk about stuff, So that was good. So I'm going to get, I already talked to a CPA about coming on, expert panel CPA.
That would be great,
Expert panel lawyer that handles like the trademarking side and a lot of the business negotiations and all of that. I'd have this guy named Kendall Ficklin.
He sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar. You might know him. So, he's just has a wealth of knowledge. He's done so much kind of personal development and other things that I think is going to be so huge for people. So maybe like every 2 to 3 weeks, I plan on launching an expert panel in the masterclass. There's live training in the masterclass, which is super cool, which you just don't get. I'm building out 2 new hair brands. Well, I'm building 1 new hair brand. I'm revitalizing one of our old hair brands that nobody knows we have.
I think that part is so cool because a lot of people learn better when they actually see it being done versus you putting in a document, okay, this is how you do this is how you do this. If someone's able to watch you literally build a hair brand from start to finish, or even see a hair brand that you've built and literally pick up where you left off, that just makes it a lot more real for people to say, I can definitely do this. Like, this is tangible. I can touch this. I can feel it. Like, I'm in it now with you, so I can go and do the same thing on my own. So I love that part about the masterclass, and I think it's hands-on training.
It's 100% hands-on training. Yeah. And even like there's so many little tips and techniques and stuff that we've known for years, but people miss. So it's this like checklist basically you're going through, and so many people and just a lot of little things. And I said, look, because people always say, what do we always talk about? The hair industry is so competitive. How am I going to be successful in the hair industry? All this stuff. It's the person that has each of these little things, because guess what? All these little things, they add up, right? It's very hard to have a business unless you like, I don't know, get on a big TV show or something, but we never really count on that kind of stuff. Let's be realistic. It's going to be the harder road. So basically, it's these little tiny steps and how they add up. Because everyone knows, yes, set up a website.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's like hundreds of little pieces that people miss when setting up that website.
Like compressing your photos. Compressing
the
like
photo.
All these little things.
Just all the little things.
Yeah.
And I started getting into a little bit of the Google Analytics, the Google Search Console, kind of explaining the theory behind stuff. And I'm telling you, like, I know it's just new and it's just launched, but me personally, I'm so excited about it because it's so rewarding that I'm like, this is something that's really going to create some all-stars.
Yeah. I actually like the fact that you started the masterclass now instead of like early on, because you're literally in it. You kind of you're a coach. Like now you're a coach. I'm going to start calling you Coach Mikey.
Oh my God.
Coach Mikey. But literally people have seen you. We've grown the Facebook group. People have seen you literally build private label extensions from literally nothing, from the office at 444.
That disaster.
And now you have literally 4 or 5 locations and 5 locations.
Yeah. Five's about to, the 5th's about to open.
Yeah. So 5 locations, and you can teach other people how to do what you've already done.
Yeah.
So it's like mastering where you are. And then now, people see the fruits of the work that you've put in already.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And I think honestly, like, I always think about future partnerships with private label. And I always look at saying, and I haven't even mentioned this anywhere, but right now it's kind of like, it would be neat to have somebody that just becomes an all-star in the masterclass. And I pick them out and I say, okay, guess what? You're coming with me.
Yeah.
We're going to open a store together.
Oh yeah.
In your city, wherever your city is, because they have what it takes to do this. Because you can't just bring someone that just has starting from scratch. I don't have time. Like we're part of something that's pretty big here. So it's like, you can't just hand it over. You have to have someone that's really proven themselves. It might be a year, it might be 2 years from now or something. Yeah. But if they have their brand, we can kind of put it on the umbrella or something like that. So that's kind of one of my thoughts too, is like an interesting way to maybe find a partner for a city.
I really like that idea. I'm sure so does everyone else listening.
Yeah.
Everyone in the masterclass.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to say how to partner with private label. Listen to this podcast. I bet you that's
actually a really good.
That's going to be my little hook. Look at Dowie over there. My video guy Dowie over there laughing. He's like, this guy comes up with the most crazy stuff. So that's probably going to be my hook, is like, find out how to partner with private label. Listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
It'll work.
So aside from everything that we kind of talked about and what I know sets you apart, what would you say is like the biggest thing that sets this Hair Business Masterclass apart from any other person that's out there doing a Hair Business Masterclass?
Hands down, there's nothing like this in the hair industry. There's nothing like this in most industries, but in the hair industry, 1,000%, no one is even getting close to this. I made it very affordable because I don't want it to be like this thing where it's just like, makes it seem like I'm trying to make money. No, I'm making you have to invest something.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I made this course free, nobody would take it serious.
We all know. Yeah.
Right? Nobody would take it serious, but I didn't want to make it too expensive. So people that are starting with like basically no money, like how I started, they just there was no way for them to get an opportunity. Right? So I just think the way the structure of it is so well done. And, I've been talking about this for a long time. I mean, a long time. So this isn't something, even though, I set it up really, really fast. Yeah. It's not like it wasn't, I've literally been planning it in my head for a year or two. So
I remember. Yeah.
So it's just something that kind of came out. And it's different when people think of an education system. You think of like how things are on like hair university, how it's so structured. It's just kind of goes down the line. This is just so different because it's such a fluid learning experience, right? And you have all these different categories that go into these other sections, but it's the user experience and design is beautiful.
Very user-friendly.
User-friendly, and it's just kind of hitting all these topics. So it's not like, okay, I'm going to spend this whole week, day in, day out, learning about blogging. Like, you're going to be like, oh my God, just can I please learn something else? So it's like I'm hitting different subjects at different times. And it's just very unique. It's very unique. I wish, I don't know why the heck I'm launching it like right as the busiest time of year, but it just kind of came through that way. And I was just like, I'm ready. Well, I know why. It's because my book's coming out May 4th. That's the set date. They're like, it's coming out. And I'm like, okay, I need to get this masterclass going because that's something the book will also help kind of as people are finding out about the book.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'm on some podcasts like this, some amazing podcasts as a guest and talking about it. I can talk about the masterclass.
Yep.
I want it where the new people that don't have any idea who I am, which is most people... I'm just saying, hey, I'm cool with that. I don't even care. It's all about the brand. So I want them to, if they come in the masterclass, it's not something that's just like totally brand new, no information, no data, no this, that, the other. They're going to come in and say, oh, shoot, I need to catch up.
Yep. I think that, so at the beginning when you started it, it was exclusive, only a certain amount of people for 24 hours. And now it's closed.
It's closed, right? So like if you try to sign up, depending on when you're listening to this, you might go there and be like, oh, it's opening. Jump in.
So today is March the 4th, 2021. So you did the first cohort. So those are like the founding members of the masterclass. So how do you plan to open it back up? Are you going to only do cohorts, or is it going to become this big thing where you open it up to anybody who wants to join? Or do you want to keep the exclusive feel of these are the students in this cohort so that they feel like they have a little bit more access to everything?
I think as of right now, this could change, but as of right now, I want to keep it more exclusive. Only certain blocks of time it's open. And this is why. It's really important for me for the experience of once they get into the masterclass. So probably soon I'm going to open it up for, say, 48 hours, right? Because a lot of people like missed it. And I was like, too bad. Like, I've been talking about this. You didn't plan. I told you set calendar reminders, all this stuff. You didn't do it. So, hey, you got to wait, right? So I wanted when the people sign up for the 48 hours, and I'll probably do 48-hour windows next time, is that file like after the 48 hours, say it ends on Friday, Saturday, at some time during the day, we have a live orientation.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So it's like everyone gets on, and we did the first live orientation and we had everyone get on there, and it was super cool because I walked them through the platform step by step to make sure you click here. This is what this is. This is the reasoning behind this. Click here. This is the reasoning behind this. And the theory behind it.
That's
really it's a lot of theory.
Yeah. I'm sure people felt a lot more comfortable with using the platform after that.
For sure. It just makes everything a whole lot easier. Just to do it in kind of groups of people. Whether it's 5 people or 50 people, like who knows? But just having it done in groups, I think is successful because for me, it comes down to just whether you're going into the showroom or you're in the masterclass, everything we do, we're really focused on the user experience to be amazing. Like I don't want people to come into this and be like, oh, it was okay. I mean, the comments I'm getting in the Facebook group at this point, people are literally freaking
crazy.
out. They're going crazy.
So at the end of the masterclass, what can people expect to walk away with? Like when they leave this masterclass, what are they going to be able to say they learned or did?
The masterclass, I don't have a plan on ending it. Like this could be going
Forever
on.
Knowledge.
Like you could be a student of the masterclass for years to come.
So it's consistent information
it keeps going because things are always changing in business, technology, this, that, the other, always new strategies. SEO changes every year. So it's like you can follow the brand. You can watch the brands grow that I'm growing, your own brands. There's so many things. And it takes a while to learn this. Like this for me is 15 years of being in e-commerce, right? So this isn't just something like I've been doing this for 1 year, 5 years. Like, like I've been doing this stuff for, a big portion of my life. So it's always evolving. And as I get better with different techniques, I'm going to be able to share it in the masterclass. And I think it's just going to be rewarding for people for a long, long time.
For sure. So it's safe to say that someone who is like fresh, just ready to get started in the hair business can sign up for this and they won't feel too lost because you literally break everything down from what you need to do when you get started to how you grow it.
Oh, for sure. And even if you've been in business for a while, tons of value already. And that's why I have those. The key is the brands coming in at 2 different times. So brand new, really, and then kind of this other brand we built at the end of 2014.
I remember.
So that's like 5-6 years of data and other stuff, and it was doing numbers.
Orders.
It's still getting orders today, and it was doing pretty well. It was a 6-figure hair company
Mm-hmm.
and with very little work at the time. So it's going to be cool to say like, hey, let's keep bringing it back and let's see, like, let's get it past. Let's break the sales record for before.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, 6 figures in the hair industry is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's so big. You know, that's
Yeah.
nothing. So, you know, that can, and I think will help inspire people to see how it happens and be like, wait a second, I can do this.
Yep. I love it.
You know, that's the goal. So yeah, so that's the masterclass. And, you know, it's hairbusinessmasterclass.com. I'm excited about it. And, so if you don't sign up or you get there on the website and it's closed, because of my fancy marketing, you will be seeing Facebook and Instagram ads saying
Everywhere.
it will say you missed it. But maybe you'll see an ad later that says registration is open. Make sure you click that and sign up. But there also is an email newsletter list that I'm trying to get people on because once my book comes out, I need a solid week.
Yep.
So that's why it's all kind of tying in together for this whole thing. And the book's going to be a game changer, I think, for a lot of people. And just it's going to be strong. So
I think that marketing, it makes people feel like they need to be involved. It's like, dang, I missed that. I really need to.
They really
get
did
on
though.
Get on the next cohort. Yeah.
But I mean, it's like I'm really pulling that emotion out of them because it's true.
Yeah.
Because I got students that are getting ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
So when are you getting in there? When are you getting in the master class? When are you going to catch up? Are you going to take it serious? Are you going to be on Netflix all day? Or are you going to take your business
and
serious?
chilling. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's that.
Man, May 4th, 2021.
The book.
The book is coming out. Are you excited?
I am so, you know what? We started this process almost a year ago now.
Mm-hmm.
So usually my projects, I mean, you know, my projects are like, I was like, guys, on Friday, you know, it's Friday. Guys, I have an idea. And you're like, oh, okay. And then we come in Monday. Guys, guess what? We have this whole thing is done. You know, it's like I do projects in a weekend.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll work morning, day, and night and get it done and be like, here we go. And you guys are like, what the hell's wrong with you? But a lot, you know, some coffee in the morning, tequila at night. I get projects done. But the book was something like, it's literally a marathon, but training for a marathon's 4 months. This is a year. So for me, it's painfully slow.
Yeah.
But it's so well done from every aspect of it. I haven't even mentioned my you know, people that have endorsed the book. It's so big. The cover is gorge. Have I showed you the full cover?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the full cover is amazing. Just everything inside's amazing, and it's great for even if you're in the hair industry or not. I think it's great for all entrepreneurs. So I think it can really, you know, help a lot of people. And you know, for me, it's really those messages I get that are like, Mikey, you changed my life.
Yeah.
I got the sales now. I did this. I did that. Thank you so much. Like that's the stuff the public never sees because I can't take that and like really just put it out there. Yeah. Because I can't say this is my client and other stuff. Like people have no idea what I'm doing behind the scenes with a lot of people. But for me personally, which is what I'm more worried about, like it's so rewarding. Yeah.
What do you think you learned during that process that took so long to write the book and you're used to doing projects in a weekend? Like did you learn anything during the process?
Yeah, because the way we went through the book and kind of going over everything, it was like bringing out so much that just kind of for the whole process of the hair industry, the struggles we went through.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember I couldn't even take you guys out to lunch.
Yeah.
Like lunch was a big deal. You know, we shut the whole, and then when we did go to lunch, we would like close the store. Yeah. We'd all go to lunch and be like, oh, I wonder if we'd missed one call. We shut this showroom down for 5 minutes.
Oh, you're losing thousands of dollars.
It's people are freaking out. I mean, freaking out. So it's like, you know, it really made me revisit the journey we've been through because sometimes we get so wrapped up in what we're doing day to day in the future, we forget about the past sometimes. Yeah. So going through all that, you know, obviously it ties in a lot with my mom in that situation and losing her, and then just, you know, getting into COVID, I was like, well, I'm not traveling for a year. Yeah. So what else am I going to do? Might as well work on a book. Yeah. And then, of course, my friend, that did the book with this process said it was the best thing he ever did from his business, and he doubled his business. He got to 8 figures. We're at 8 figures. So I'm like, shoot.
Yes.
I need those mid eights, and it's because we're making successful clients.
Yeah.
It's because we have clients come into Atlanta and now soon Detroit, Lithonia, and everywhere else is going to be, they come in every day. They're making money on hair where they weren't before, having issues, solved all their problems. And it's amazing. I mean, me and Dallas or Dowie will be in the street, like out front, and people will be like, oh my God, like, you won't believe this, like, da-da-da, and asking for advice and this and talking to Dallas and, you know, all this stuff. And they're freaking out. It's unbelievable. It's so rewarding and so amazing. And then being able to give back more now. The journey is incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So, you know, I just have to keep it going.
I love it. So make sure you guys join the masterclass, first of all,
when
it's available.
Yeah,
if you can get in. Once it's available, keep a lookout for that. But May 4th, make sure you go to the hairbusinessblueprint.com.
It's just hairbusinessblueprint.
Hairbusinessblueprint.com and sign up on the email list, because when the book launches, you need to make sure you get your copy that day.
Yeah, like that first week is killer. Yeah. I'm trying to be an Amazon bestseller.
Yep.
I don't ever ask for anything for the podcast, for the group. I'm never like, guys, I need your help with anything. Yeah. This is 8. I'm trying to cash in on 8 years of favors here. Okay, just please help with the book. Like, I never thought I could actually do this. Yeah. You know, it's dedicated to my mom.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Shout
like
out to Miss Vicky.
Everything. So like, I need your help this one time, guys. Yeah. I won't ask for anything else. Just this one time. Come on.
Well, I'm excited about the book launch. I put it in my calendar before we started the podcast.
Yeah, bottles and models.
So bottles and models. So make sure you guys look into that, and make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share wherever you're watching or listening to us at. Don't forget to leave some comments, reviews. Let us know what you want to hear on the podcast. We're always looking for new ideas, new topics to talk about, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.